Greetings, everybody. We got the Gunslinger. Jack Wolf Knives. The Gunslinger. What do you think of this? Do you guys have one yet? If you do, chime in. Chime in. Let me know what you think. Blink, blink, blink. Look at this. Just, and I'm not a front flipper guy. I've said this like a billion times. You're probably tired of hearing it. Okay, it's a front flipper. You can do that. Just like that, right? Okay. Nice little drop to it. I have the big bro. Hey, bro. Brah. Hey, brah. Here you are. The big bro. Where does it say that? It says around here somewhere. Big bro. Nebula. Carbon fiber. Walk and talk. Okay? Walk and talk. S90V, titanium, all kinds of crazy fat carbon. It's fat, and that's that, okay? But that, I can't finger flick it. I don't know. There's something wrong. I don't even know where the front flipper is. Okay, get out of here. But you can do it with this one. Because it's party time. It's traditional meets crazy fun. Crazy flippy fun. And this is crazy flippy fun. And for a paltry $350. Come on, man. That's nothing. And maybe I'm being a bit facetious. Maybe just a little bit. And you can get this in this toxic green fat carbon fiber, or what do they got? Mars Valley, or is it lava flow, or whatever, you know, all that kind of shit. This has a pocket clip. This pocket clip is shitty. It does not work well. I had to stretch. Well, it looks good. It looks good. Is there points for that? No, but putting them in my cargo shorts, my pants, it was like I'd pull the lips, you know, make it tight so I could slip this over, because this doesn't really just slide right in naturally. You'd think it might because it doesn't look that bad, but it didn't just pop right over the lip of the pocket like super easy in and out, okay? So it's a little grabby, kind of grabby. But okay. But it's worth it for the looks. It's worth it for the looks. You don't want some, you know, stamped steel, whatever, clip on this thing. So, okay. You got to give it up for that. Whatever. You can't always have everything perfect. But everything else is pretty perfect on this knife. S90V. And I was talking to my buddy Sean, because he's got about one of every model that Jack Wolf has done, right? And this one's S90V. And I said, let me see. I was thinking about Esnyx, ESNYX. And of course, those are slip jointies around here. And I got one somewhere. I'll talk about it because I got a couple of his knives, including the little sod buster bottle opener thing. But I go, okay, so is it Jack Wolf or Esnyx that their knives are Riot made? And he goes, I don't think Jack Wolf has ever disclosed his OEM, so I think you're thinking about Esnyx. So, okay, whatever. Whew, that works all right. You know, but think about it. Okay, so I've got like the Liang Ma, which is made by Riot. And it seems like a lot of his knives recently have come out. I got the 3.5 Field Duty, right? Nice. S90V, right? S90V seems kind of coinky-dinkle. And you know what? I'm thinking, yeah, I could see this as being Riot made. So if I had to bet, I would say, yeah, this is Riot made. And is this centered? Hold on, let me grab my little thingy. Because I have been kind of messing with this pivot a little bit. Oh, yeah, and from the front, I think, is the way I've been messing with it. Yeah, it has like this. Okay. Now are we? Yeah, we're centered. Okay. But but I kind of cracked it a little bit just to let it, okay, well, it's good now. Believe me, it's bouncing off my thumb. And that's a good thing. I mean, look at there. There's unsharpened area. So you can just let her drop. Boom. Is that good? That's fidget fun, isn't it? And then you can kick it. Middle finger flick. Boom. I know Sean over on Cape Coral area, he's, like I said, he's up into these. But, of course, he picked up his in Atlanta, and I didn't. I got this recently. But he also, they had bearings at the table and stuff like that, so he put the aftermarket bearings in his and blah, 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 and all that shit. So, obviously, he took his apart, which we're going to take this one apart. But I tell you the truth, folks, does it look like it needs aftermarket bearings? I mean, I think we're good. So I'm all fine with this, and I think I'm done at 350. I think I'm all done. If I got this from, if I got this from White Mountain, so 350 minus $35, right? 315. If you look at some other place, it's 350 plus tax. You're looking at 380 something. So 315 to 380. You know, that's a big difference, isn't it? You're approaching $400. So now, closer to 3, closer to 4. Which one do you want to be? And so, yeah, I'm glad I got this from White Mountain. They don't stock billions of them at one time. So that's the issue there. But I signed up on their notifications, and when it hit, I was on it like crazy. The drop was, I can't remember what time of the day it was, but it was like boom. And so I was on it. And it's got a backspacer, it's a pocket clip, it's nice, it's reasonable. In the hand, it feels good. There you go, 3 1/4. What the hell? That's pretty good for you know, a traditional knife. I mean, a lot of the blades are 2.7 to 3 inch on traditional slippies and stuff, but this is, of course, a bolster lock. 7 1/4 inch overall at 18.5 centimeters. Okay, so what's it in the hand for fatness? It's not super thin, but it's not bad at 0.46, 11.7. Not bad. I mean, that's how thick your paramilitary 2 would be, so it's no more than that, and definitely takes up less pocket space front to back than the PM2, because the PM2's got big round hole in there, so it's like 1.6 inch tall. And this is 2.8 millimeter, so not super thick blade stock, 0.11. Okay. But you know, if I had to call this, I'd call this Riot. Look at the grind on this. You remember, look at the grind. See that? See that kind of coarseness on there? That speaks Riot Torrent to me. When I've got my first Riot Torrent, I looked at it and I'm going, wow, that's not just a super silky satin, is it? And you know what? That's what spells Riot to me. That kind of grind. I don't know why, but does that seem familiar to you? Because it does to me. Now, if it's not Riot, then I'm a monkey's uncle. I don't know who it is. But it sure feels good. It's definitely good quality. Whoever's making these is doing a hell of a job. And you know what? This is fascinating, the way these come packaged. And by the way, he's got his little kind of bio thing here. Okay. Ben Belk puts it on here. Jack Wolf Belkin was my grandfather, so he is Ben Belkin, and he's putting out some good knives. And I haven't really been keeping up because it's like I can only do so many slippies and then I'm kind of done. But this came along and I go, regardless of the price being, I think, a bit absurd, I just had to check it out. And you know what? I think I caught the fever. This is nice. This is nice. You know, and then you sit there, you can argue about, is 350 a little much? And you know, you can buy a nice GEC knife and this and this and this, but I mean, it's not the Gunslinger, because now this is now a bolster lock, you know, front flipper that looks like a traditional. So that's a whole different deal, but okay, it is what it is. You know, I think you just got to give it up and go. Jack Wolfknives, Gunslinger. So I like the way they're doing these in, you know, the packaging and everything. And he gives you that little coaster thick type thing here. Okay, so that's cool. And then this. Whoosh. Now there's your chamois right there. By God, that thing is big, isn't it? That's pretty good size right there. Is that Hunter Orange? That is all of that and more, isn't it? Okay, so you get that as well. Oh, sorry. Got some more things in here, and I was like, okay, I'm missing something. This is the plate for the other side, you know, for take this off. Because he was selling, I think he was also selling like a little leather slip pouch for these. So you could take this off and flip this on, okay, instead. So you could delete, you could do the pocket clip delete. Because there's some people, if they're going to carry a traditional look like this, they don't want a pocket clip. And maybe I can see some reason why you might want to say goodbye to that pocket clip. And you know what? You got nice, you know, this fat carbon here. So you're covering a bit of that up with this as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look around and see if I've got a leather slip that would fit this. But here's this. So you can go on their site and also see what they got for you. And then got some kind of little sticker in here that I can't get out easily. So, and anything else? Oh, just snacks and the foam. Okay, snacks and foam. So here's the sticker. I'm your Huckleberry. I like that. That's good. That's cool. Okay. If he's got anything, he's got style, doesn't he? I like what he's doing here. I like the way he sets everything up. And of course, I couldn't find the little plug. And I'll tell you what, you definitely want to hold on to that and don't lose it. But it's nice packaging. But the ergos are great. I mean, I guess I'm late in the show to tell you about that. But I mean, the ergos are fine. I mean, you can pretty much tell by looking at it. You know, front 2 fingers here, back 2 there. That's easy. He has other models with different blade shapes and everything, so you don't have to get this particular clip point type deal, but I like it. I think it's good for piercing, slicing, and I like the look of it. Definitely like the little fuller, easy to flip off of. This drops shut very nicely, so it feels good in every way. It's solid, no blade play. There's your lockup, so about 25%. Easy to disengage, pretty much. And there's really not much of a differential in height, if any, okay? But for some reason, it's not that difficult to disengage. And it drops right down, and you don't have to worry about it because the unsharpened part will hit your finger. So, boom, and drop. Okay, when I first got it, I loosened it a little bit, and I was trying to do it from the back, and we'll take a look because I see here I can move this. So obviously there's not a captured pivot that I can tell in here. So that could be a bit of an issue. And I've already got a little tiny, you know, rub mark on there already. Okay, there you go. Get ready, because it'll happen. It's titanium, folks. Anything back here? Got something right there, too, I think. Whatever. It is what it is. And let's see. We got number 8. The more you carry it, the more you're going to do that. Is that character? That's what it is. It's just character marks. And let's see if we can take these off here. And what else are we going to do? Okay, so we got underneath screws. Obviously, we got these screws in the fat carbon. And there we go with that. Okay. Here's this. And we've got underneath screws, and I think they're probably number 6s. Yeah, they are. Okay, give it over here. Yep. Number 6s. I'm thinking this is not going to be that difficult to disassemble. And those are not very big screws there. They're over the side here. Now, can we gain access? And yes, we do. It pops right open. And here we are. And there's your stop. I reckon. Yeah, okay. And then some little ceramic bearings. They're very small. You don't think you got a whole lot of room to put them anyhow. So there they are, front and back. Okay, so maybe the aftermarket ones might be interesting to have. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so one thing for sure, though, you got access to the front and back. So you don't have a captured pivot. It's not the end of the world because you can get a number 8 in the front and the back and break them apart. So that's not that big a deal. So in that regard, okay, not a huge deal. And then, of course, you got a hardened steel insert, ceramic detent ball, steel washer, titanium backspacer. And yeah, that's one thing that he was telling me is about these parts are marked up 111, okay, and then this one 111, okay. Let me see if there's anything on this. No, I don't see any markings on that one particularly, and maybe not on this either, but you do on the backspacer and the scales. So they are intentionally put on together on one piece, and I believe he was saying something about that. Not Ben, but my buddy over in Florida that owns all these. He kind of studies up on this thing, and you could probably know more by looking on their site. I was just kind of interested in seeing what all the hubbub was about it, bub. And so there's a lot of hubbub, and I can see why. I mean, it's really solid feeling knife, and it's pretty quality piece. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, there you go. There you want to take the pocket clip out, do the delete, and just put the tab over there. You can do it right like that. So okay, I'm gonna leave the pocket clip on there, just for the hell of it, and until I get a leather sheath lined up, pocket sheath, and then maybe I'll do that. But it's a significant enough knife that I think a pocket clip is fine, to tell you the truth. So I'm good with that. And let's put this back together. It shouldn't be very difficult to do. And we'll push this baby on, compress the spring, and then we are going to put our little, well, our stop is right there. Okay, so when we do that, we'll be fine. Okay, we're good. I was just looking around, making sure all my parts are together. And this, and yeah, I like this. I think it's a good looking, it's a good looking knife. I'm attracted to some of the traditional looks, but I like the fact that it's modern materials and function, you know what I'm saying? So that's way cool. And this one, let's put you in here and let's make sure you're going in straight. Okay. But yeah, it's and this is the presentation side, so I'm not going to go in more than just snug it up a little bit. And then I got interiors 1 and 2 here. I was looking for them. going into this back spacer. And here's this and this. Okay, we're solid. And then we got this. Lay it right down there. And it's a fit, that's for sure, isn't it? Ooh, yeah, right there. Woo! That snaps into place. Oh. Number 8 on these. Okay, hold on. Before I tighten that, let me get this on here too. Ooh. Maybe that's titanium. You know what? I wonder if that is. Yeah, those might be titanium because, well, that's not. Well, that's titanium, but that bit is not. Okay, yeah, that's okay. All right. Probably is. The inside ones are not. The interior ones are not. Okay, you're down. Are you down? No, not yet, but you are now. Okay, so before we get too far down the road, okay, we're dropping pretty nice. We're good. And we're back. Yeah, this grind, that looks like a Riot grind to me. So, I mean, that's just the way I'm seeing it. And this wouldn't surprise me if this is Riot OEM. I like it. It's attractive. I like their packaging. I like the whole kind of philosophy behind what's being done. It's solid. It's cool. Now, if you don't want this kind of modern type of rigmarole, then go for the quality slip joint here. S90V titanium. You know, this nice fat carbon material is good and solid. And so, you know, you want the big bro, you want the gunslinger. I've got both, which is amazing. I'm surprised I stepped into both of these, but I just had to check out the gunslinger, and I already had the big bro. I already had it set up to talk about it. And you know what? You can disassemble this sucker too. So this will be another video. Take care, my friends. You know what we do. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.